Let's talk about one of the deadly sins. The deadliest, actually. Gluttony is known for not to only deform beautifully crafted human beings, but it is also killing millions around the world. It ruins the outward beauty and destroys the inner health. Nothing we all don't know about. Shockingly, we have individuals promoting and making a trend out of this wickedness. And who does it better than Nikocado Avocado? After seeing Nick's backwards transformation, going from a pleasant young man who glorified healthy eating and obviously avocados to a money hungry hippo.
Is this what you wanted? Is that what you wanted?
Let's say if the darkness is real, this is a perfect way to lure in an individual who has a passion for food. A little money and attention blew every moral out of Nicocado's head. And look, now it is the platform that is built in a prison-like foundation. Nowhere to turn now that he's entangled in social media.
YouTube is kind of like all I know how to do. I mean, no one would ever hire me with a Google search seeing what's out there about me. 99% of employers wouldn't feel happy. I have no skills. I have no degree.
I can't think of any respectable job that will bend their morals enough to hire him. Nowhere to turn now, as Avocado states. The daily consumption of processed fatty foods is not the only thing that concerns the viewers. The inappropriate OnlyFans account is available to any fan who is willing to pay a small price for truly unforgettable images. Is a dirty, immoral tactic to keep obsessed fans coming back. Anything and everything for attention, bad or good. Please don't go on the OnlyFans. Keep your eyes pure. Another thing is, Nick is very talented when it comes to clickbaiting. Wonderful content is often missed and unrecognized due to a poor title or a thumbnail that seems to be uninteresting. Unfortunate. Nick, however, has mastered the art of making dirt content look like dirt with only some whipped cream and a cherry on top. Looks appetizing on the surface, but once you get a bite in, you get a mouth full of sand, rocks, germs, and worms. A charming title is often a cover-up for poor content on YouTube. Sure, some may enjoy watching Nick, but has any light or good ever come out of his choices or actions after this transformation? Not only did he ruin his own life, feed his animals food that caused damage to their health, but he also keeps up a constant flow of brainwashing garbage for other viewers to view. And what's going on with Orland's channel? Does it even belong to Orland? We all have a choice in what we do with our own vessels, talents and abilities, but we must remember that what we feed our bodies will always surface, and what we feed our souls will never fail to rot us from within. Don't feed into something that isn't good for you, right?
It's just the number one thing. Don't feed into something that isn't good for you.
Speaking of hunger for popularity, it's always a red flag when an individual seeks attention, even if it's negative. We all want to be noticed, that is no secret. But mimicking and making light of mental illness and having episodes of outrage before the eyes of million viewers is a reason for concern. And unless Avocado is truly suffering mentally, it is extremely disrespectful to those who are struggling with mental illness. He is the definition of what it means to be infamous. It is difficult to create and keep truly interesting content flowing. But if it comes at such a high price, let's just agree that it's not worth the recognition.
And showing you that I don't want to just walk away completely from the only thing that puts a roof over my head. I mean, I would be an idiot to do that.
Is money really worth it at this point? An obsessive desire to be seen or heard is often a cry for help. Degrading yourself publicly will always come with a heavy price and a hefty debt. Even if these videos were removed from YouTube, they will forever be floating around on the internet. If he ever has kids, I sincerely hope they are far from the reach of his rotten drama videos and all of the immorality advertisements. The constant discussions about cheating are a mental virus to anyone who can manage to sit through these videos. Not to mention, Orlin and Nick's relationship seem to be extremely toxic, whether it's for show or not.
We don't tell jokes, we are the jokes.
If Nick is as manipulative as other YouTubers claim, I don't see why he wouldn't also be mentally abusing Orlin, who appears to be very soft and kind-hearted. Everyone has their own opinions on how marriage should work. But if you cannot stay loyal and exclusive to your partner, you have absolutely no business getting married. Normalizing infidelity is the lowest form of degradation. As we can see from all of Nick's videos and his recent activity on OnlyFans, he has crossed the moral line beyond repair. Maybe it's alright for us adults watching it. But what about all of the young ones whose ideas of the world haven't been developed yet? Someone who hears Nick say that he's happier now that he's rich and big, more so when he was healthy and skinny, may misinterpret and misunderstand that Nick was on the wrong diet.
You wouldn't switch money for skinniness.
No.
And is still desperately trying to stack up a bottomless pit. It's a dangerous message without clear context. So now, let's all pay close attention to what we feed ourselves, physically and spiritually. Both have an impact on your mind. And do not be fooled. Just because someone claims to be happy doesn't mean that they are. It is often a deceiving facade.